Honey, are you all right? You were tossing and turning in your sleep as though you were in pain. Was it a bad dream?
Oh, it was a bad dream indeed. I dreamed we worked in a corporate cube farm day after day with snoots in suits.
That really must have been a bad dream. Us? Corporate doormats.
Yeah. We've always been more nerds than cogs in a machine. And you should have heard the voices we had. We sounded like muffled robots.
Maybe we should try something else for supper next time. Good morning, dear. So did you finally manage to get some proper sleep after that weird dream?
Weird dreams are something I can handle, but this one has been rather regular. It's like those goofball flashback dreams where you dream you're back in high school or college, and then remember that you already graduated.
Lucid, methinks. Well, if the subject matter is always us having corporate jobs, maybe we shouldn't have corporate clients with our nerd-for-hire business.
Nah. Deliberately not making money because one has weird dreams is an utterly stupid business move. Plus, with all the money corporations have up their sleeves these days.
Now there's the man I know. So what's it gonna be today? One car or two?
Norm needs help with some computer buying advice. Where are you headed?
Ah, Norm. The guy who brags about being not just a normal guy, but a very, very normal guy. There's this lady who runs a bakery who has some tech questions for me, and she is rather chipper when asking for help. You should have heard the voicemail. Question for you? Except a lot more exuberant.
Sounds like quite a character. She's a new client, right?
Yes, and if you're going to see Norm, her bakery is on the way. One car it is. So to get to this lady's bakery we need to turn left.
Turn left, right?
No, left. Wait.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
As did I, you little nerdy goof bucket.
And now we're getting passed by the usual knuckleheads burning rubber.
Yeah. Our bad jokes aren't the worst things on these roads. Let's see now. Where is this place? Ah. Right over there. Yes. This is it. I'll head inside. I'll call you when this lady's all set. Have fun, dear.
Okay. She's gone. Now. Let's see if this thing still does a good burnout.
And yet, he complains about how expensive new tires are on that thing.
Oh man, that was the best. Now to go see what Norm is up to.
Well, look who it is, the nerd of the hour.
Hey Norm. I'm a nerd for sure, but I'm not one for tons of exaltation.
Always the humble type, I see. You always have to watch out for the humble ones. Tell you what, let's head to my office. It's quieter there.
I still don't understand why you decided to open a restaurant that has so many resemblances to a school setting. Your restaurant looks like a cafeteria and your office looks like I've been hauled in to see the principal.
Youthful nostalgia, of course. Youngsters may not be fond of school, but my restaurant is actually an all-you-can-eat buffet, and the food is much better. You know how we grown-ups get old, fat, gray-haired, and wish we were teenagers again. Well,
So you cash in on folks' nostalgia when they associate your restaurant with happier times when they were younger. I like it.
Exactly, which means when my clientele gets a few more birthdays under their belt, they'll either come back or wish they could come back if the place isn't still around.
That's sheer business genius considering the tendency of restaurants to come and go. So how is the missus and that neighbor of yours that you're always talking about?
Norma? She's great. As for my neighbor, well, the jokes still go around the block that when the two of us argue we sound like some kind of internet cartoon. Either way, how about we get to the reason I asked you to stop by? What kind of gaming laptop would you recommend?
Gaming laptop? I don't use gaming laptops, nor do I really recommend them.
Are you kidding me? You can't be serious. You're a big tech guy and you don't bother with gaming laptops.
Nah. I only buy cheap laptops and see if I can get games running on them. I prefer the ease of upgrades and service for desktops when it comes to PC gaming.
Well, that throws a wrench into things. I was looking for something portable for gaming on the go, but perhaps something like a Switch or a gaming tablet would be more worth it. Is there any specific reason why you don't like gaming laptops? They have decent CPUs and GTX GPUs these days.
The mobile versions of CPUs and GTX GPUs aren't quite like their desktop counterparts. You can look up articles on the internet showing that in many cases the mobile versions don't perform as well as their desktop counterparts, but the name recognition helps sales. You see, once upon a time laptops split into two camps. Desktop replacements and really mobile ones with tons of battery life at the expense of performance. With the mobile revolution and whatnot, the super mobile ones built for battery life have won in terms of design. I think so-called gaming laptops are just an attempt to rebadge the old desktop replacements and sell them at a premium. I'm actually wondering these days if I could laptop game at home via in-home streaming rather than use a gaming laptop if I wanted my gaming experience to be something I could do without needing a big TV.
Well, that certainly gives me something to think about. Thanks for the honesty though. I like it when folks' default answer isn't to automatically try to sell me something.
Of course. Things are a tad wacko right now with all the cryptocurrency nonsense anyways, so Lauren and I are sticking to what we have for now and not really doing much with hardware. So how was Bakery Lady?
Oh, she was something else. I'd rather not talk about it. I'm still trying to let my head clear. How about Norm?
Norm is basically Norm. He's himself, as usual, along with his wife and goofy neighbor that likes to argue with him.
He's still running that cafeteria he calls a restaurant, right?
Buffet, my dear. Buffet.
Don't forget, my dear. It's still not too late for you to end up having to go to a buffet or be Mr. Microwave to have supper tonight.
Humor, my dear. Humor.
Okay there, buddy. I get the joke. Now how about we just enjoy the ride home?
Ownage, my dear. Ownage. Well, dear, is your head cleared from the run-in with Bakery Lady yet?
It may take a good night's sleep for that to happen. But don't worry. I'm sure I'll be fine. Maybe some TV will help my head clear a little more.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the Really Old Rocker Show. I'm Nigel, a rock and roll star who played in numerous rock bands over the years and have heard so much through the grapevine that it seemed only natural to come to late-night TV. My special guest tonight needs no introduction, and by that I mean he wants to introduce himself in his own special way. Take it away, my friend.
Mitch, I am. Result of a failed science experiment. My looks are. Talking out of order like this, I don't have to do. I don't know. Everyone always asks me to do that for some strange reason. I don't know. I don't think I have anywhere near the best speaking voice in the world, so perhaps that's why everyone wants me to talk backwards like that. I still haven't figured it out.
And the hair. Straight out of a prior century. Is that something you enjoy doing to go along with your look?
More results of the failed science experiment, it is. Actually, it just does it all by itself. I don't have to touch it. Since drinking that fateful elixir that turned my skin green and my hair blue, that's how it has grown. So I kind of roll with it.
So, your skin turned green, your hair turned blue and naturally grows like an old magistrate's wig, and your voice is like that of some cartoon character. I'm an old pro at being a rock and roll star, and know a few things about getting with lots of pretty girls. How have you managed in your current condition?
Go to costume parties, I do. Need a costume for those, I don't.
Well, this is interesting. And that may not be the right word for it.
Feel a lot better about my run-in with Bakery Lady, I do.
Nerd up, nerd up, nerd up. Woo 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 woo.